And sometimes you just have to be fearless enough to break the simulation.
Welcome to Lorcanomics. I'm Goose, and I'm here to talk about Lorcana singles. What singles do I buy right now? Let's get real. Let's zone in. Let's focus, right? I don't want to have to worry about a million different singles. I want to know these singles to buy right now. What gives me the best return on investment, and what is the lowest risk with the highest potential output? For me, I focus on one singular trait. That one singular trait is character demand. Why is character demand important? Well, it's quite intuitive. I'm not going to shame you if you didn't say that, right? This isn't Jeopardy. You don't get minus points for not calling it. And if you have a different perspective, then please, in the comments, let me know. But let me get into my sauce right now. Let me get into my zone. Let me tell you why character demand is so important to me when I'm choosing cards. Is because it helps me to focus in a world of TCG where there's so many different options, so many different singles that you can potentially buy, so many different characters that you're thinking about. Oh, what about that niche and that niche and that niche? And what about my favorites? Screw your favorites. This channel isn't about your favorites. This channel is about highest possible return. It's about predicting outcomes. Lowest risk, highest return. And to do that, let's focus on what characters carry the most demand. When an investor comes into Lorcana, when a speculator, a collector comes into Lorcana, they will subconsciously start thinking about what is the pinnacle that I can afford right now, especially if enchanteds are already so hard to pull. And for a lot of characters, a lot of these characters only have a handful enchanteds. The S tier characters are no different. Elsa has 2 enchanteds. Mickey has, I believe, 4 or 5 enchanteds. He's got 4 enchanteds and 1 iconic. What does that mean? Well, what that means for us, it makes decisions incredibly easy. Because if the Michael Jackson of Disney has 5 enchanteds, let's look at their prices. And let's look at them compared to the landscape right now for enchanted pricing. We have 2 in particular that are sub $100, and that is the one from Arcasia's Island, and we also have the one from Into the Inklands. It's quite disappointing to see that we haven't figured it out yet. That when Michael Jackson steps on the scene, it's an instant. It's an instantaneous cop dat. Phrase of the day. Cop dat. When I see Mickey Mouse as an enchanted and I realize that there's only 5 of them and it's selling for under the price of the box itself, immediately what goes through my mind is cop dat. If you're overthinking, is buying the top 64 Simba right now at $900 and a PSA 9 the right buy, you're overthinking things. You're getting too clinical right now. Let's talk about complexity when we have the Mickey enchanteds above the average price of regular enchanteds. Then we can discuss about these other niche plays. We can discuss Rockstar Stitch and these other things. But when I see Mickey's enchanteds going for sub $100, when I see Michael Jackson not selling out arenas, that something's not clicking for me. It's not. Something's wrong here. And so, what singles do I buy? You're asking Goose, and Goose is telling you, buy Mickey Mouse enchanteds. Look into it. If Elsa enchanteds were selling for sub $100, would you not consider that as well? Would we not be sitting here going, what the heck is going on here? It's selling like any other enchanted. You see my point? Don't worry about the other stuff. Let's focus on the stuff that is just, it's screaming at you. The logic is screaming at you. Why would you risk buying Honey Wizard right now at $800 raw or whatever it's at? Not that it's a bad card. We're not talking about good or bad cards. When there's a Mickey Mouse selling for $100, what seems more undiscovered? What seems more Like it hasn't clicked yet for the market, because it's clicked on the Honey Wizard. People love it. People love it. They can't get enough of it. What singles feel like it just has not yet clicked that are so dang obvious? You look at the highest demand character, Mickey Mouse, you go into the 5 cards that he has that are of the top rarity, and you ask yourself, does $100 make sense for Michael Jackson of Disney?